Hi, I'm Linda Curry, and I'm going to talk to you today about the health impact of eating animal-based foods like meat, dairy, eggs. Have you wondered why Bill Clinton moved to a plant-based diet after experiencing open heart surgery? Well, I'm hoping to give you some answers to that. Meat today is inexpensive. It's very convenient for us, and it's in abundance today. Oftentimes people are eating meat 3 times a day, a lot more than it has been in the past. The commercial farming methods and the abundance of meat consumed by Americans has moved us into a diet that's simply killing us. 90,000 cows and calves are slaughtered every single day in the United States. Every single minute, 14,000 chickens are killed. A lot of animals are being slaughtered for our consumption. Animal waste is no longer used as fertilizer. It's so in abundance today that it is deadly and it's showing up in the meat. Factories have been built specifically to band-aid this issue. They add ammonia to ground beef to kill the feces in the meat. And that's what you're eating when you go through the fast food restaurants. Antibiotics are used extensively on these farms to try to keep the animals free of disease in these crowded, unsanitary conditions. The problem with that is when we eat meat loaded with antibiotics, it's wiping out our internal healthy bacteria in our stomach, and we're less able to fight off disease in the long run. So cows are supposed to eat grass, but today in commercial farming they eat grain. It fattens them up a lot quicker. And unfortunately, what this does is it creates an unhealthy balance of omega-6 versus omega-3 when we consume these animal products. And omega-6 is linked to cancer. Hormones are pumped into the animals as well to fatten them up a lot quicker on these farms. Unfortunately, consuming animal products with these hormones is linked to early onset of puberty in girls, developmental problems, reproductive issues, and development of breast, prostate, and colon cancers. Europe banned U.S. imports of beef due to our unhealthy practices in the U.S. So let's talk dairy for a minute. Dairy is the chief cause of osteoporosis. I know we've all been told from the commercials that it helps support healthy bones. Unfortunately, on paper it looks good. It's loaded with vitamin D and calcium. But meat and milk contain phosphorus, and when that's combined with calcium, it prevents absorption. In fact, dairy is so acidic to our body that it actually steals calcium from the bones to compensate for this acidity in our body. Dairy-free countries have the lowest rates of osteoporosis. And if you experience a plant-based diet, you can expect 50% less bone loss. So some great calcium sources from the plant world include the green leafy vegetables, beans, sea vegetables, as well as nuts, seeds, grains, and dried fruit. So evidence shows that a whole food plant-based diet can prevent and even reverse degenerative diseases like heart disease, cancer, osteoporosis, diabetes, even arthritis, and many others. The standard American diet, which is about 20% animal protein, actually grows cancer cells. This is what research has showed. The plant-based protein does just the opposite, and it actually kills cancer cells. Plant protein is easily digestible, and it's recognized by your body, and it knows exactly what to do with. Meat protein, on the other hand, is very hard to digest, and so you're not really absorbing all of the protein that you think you are when you're eating meat. Great plant sources for protein include beans, legumes, grains, nuts, seeds, soy, and green leafy vegetables. Brussels sprouts have a great source of plant protein. This information may be alarming to some people, and it may or may not convince you to rid your diet of animal products, but I hope it gives you awareness into the amount we are consuming as Americans on a daily basis, and how that may be impacting your health. If you want to start making some small steps towards a healthier you might want to consider eliminating meat once a week from your diet, maybe twice a week, and start experimenting with some healthy plant-based meals. Consider organic meat and dairy to cut down on the amount of hormones and antibiotics that you're consuming in your meat. That's a good place to start. And consider loading your plates with vegetables, squash, grains, rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes, and a much smaller portion of meat or no meat at all. So in the words of Albert Einstein, I will leave you with this. Nothing will benefit human health and increase chances of survival of life on Earth as much as the evolution to a vegetarian diet. Thanks for listening.